If someone asks, where did Fiji begin? The locals' answer would very likely be Vuda Point. According to legend, around 3,500 years ago, the canoes of the first ancestors came ashore here. Lutuna is a legendary chief in Fijian mythology, revered as the ancestral leader, who guided his people's migration to the islands of Fiji around 3,500 years ago. According to oral tradition, Lutuna led his people on a great voyage in canoes from a far western homeland to the islands now known as Fiji. The journey ended with their arrival on the western coast of Viti Levu, where called Vuda Point. This migration myth marks the beginning of Fijian settlement and social organization. Visaisai village is recognized as the first landing village. The village is not only one of the most historic in the country, but also a spiritual place for the Fijian people. Traditional culture and Christianity continue to coexist today. The chief traditional house refers to the traditional thatched house of the village chief, commonly known in Fijian as a bure. The house was built entirely from natural materials such as coconut leaves, reeds, and timber. High-pitched roof with thick thatching for natural ventilation and cooling. The chief's bure is usually larger, taller, and more centrally located. Lutuna is a legendary chief in Fijian mythology. His story is central to many Fijian origin traditions, symbolizing the founding of Fijian society and its chiefly lineages. Ceremonial ancient drum refers to the traditional Fijian wooden drum, known as lali drum. A hollowed-out wooden drum carved from a log, played by striking it with wooden beaters, produces a deep, resonant sound that can travel long distances. Joan Weasel Church is the Fijian name for a Methodist church, named after John Wesley, the founder of Methodism. In Fiji, this name does not refer to just one specific church. It is a general term used for Methodist churches found in villages across the country. Methodism was introduced to Fiji in the 19th century by missionaries. It spread rapidly and became the dominant religion among indigenous Fijians. Today, it remains one of the most influential Christian denominations in Fiji. Simple design with wooden or concrete buildings, and located in the center of the village, and sometimes incorporates traditional Fijian elements. Church activities are closely linked with village life. Beside the church entrance there is Millennium Memorial, a religious monument jointly established by the government, churches, and the traditional chiefly system to welcome the year 2000. The People Mausoleum in Visai village is a memorial site dedicated to ancestors and important figures of the community. It is not a typical cemetery. It functions more like a symbolic memorial and cultural landmark. The Vuda War Memorial, a memorial hall in the Vuda area dedicated to soldiers who served in World War II and the Malayan Campaign. Although Fiji is an island nation, it has made important contributions to global wars. Today, life here blends tradition with modern living. As the sun rises, children head to school, while many adults travel to cities for work. The village remains a close-knit community, where family, faith, and culture are an important part of daily life. Visitors come to learn about Fiji's origins, while locals continue to preserve customs passed down through generations. In Visai, the story of Fiji's past is still alive in the present. Thousands of years ago, the first voyagers arrived here in wooden canoes. Today, modern yachts from around the world anchor in these very waters. Vuda Marina is one of Fiji's most popular marina destinations. Vuda Marina represents the modern side of Fiji: tourism, leisure, and global connections, while still being surrounded by natural beauty. This is a key entry point for international yachts sailing into Fiji. From the ancestral canoes of centuries past to the yachts anchored in the harbor today, Vuda Point and Visai village have witnessed thousands of years of Fiji's maritime and island story. And the story continues to unfold.